Yeah. So now our application is ready. We have created a new module inside this archive fifth all applications project, and the name of the new module is radio button demo. And so initially you can see in the XML file there is only one control, which is text view. So now what we are going to do, we are going to place few radio buttons inside this. So we'll have to modify this XML file. Can anyone tell me what should I do in this XML file? Anyone?
लीनियर लेआउट करेंगे पहले तो,
Correct. First we will
फिर ओरिएंटेशन
rename.
प्रोग्राम देंगे.
Correct. First we will rename this constraint layout with linear layout, and then we can set few properties like if I want orientation vertical, I can give it. If I want to give padding, I can give that also. Padding is 30 dp. Now I don't want this text view, so let me just remove this. So that's it. Now I want few radio buttons here. So as I said, for each and every component there is an inbuilt class and there is an inbuilt tag. So using that tag you can create the components. So I want radio button. So what I will do, I will create the radio button tag. So you can see here radio button is there. By default I can set the width and height property. So let me go with rep content for both the cases. I want to write something on the radio button. So for that I can give the name. Let's say I want to select red. Then I can give ID also, because ID is very important, so that I can connect this component with the Java file. So for that reason ID is also very important. So let me give ID for this component. .ID @ ID, and then I can give name for this radio button. Let me go with RB red. Yeah, that's it. You can see in the design view, see there is one radio button. Similarly, let me place one more radio button. Again I want to set width and height, which is rep content. Let me go with text, and let's give green. Similarly I want ID also for the second radio button, where I can give RB green. And same way I want one more. Let me go with the third radio button. Rep content, I want text as blue. I want ID as well, and for me this time the ID is RB green. It's RB blue. I don't want more radio buttons. I am having 3 radio buttons. You can see one with red, one with green, and the other one with blue. So I am having 3 radio buttons. Now what I want, as soon as I select the radio button, I want to either set this text in the text field, or I can create a toast message. So it's up to us what we want to do. That everything we can do here. Fine. And if you want that, once you select the radio button, and then by clicking on the button only, if you want to do that, then also you can do that thing. So in that case you will have to create the click event of button. So let's do that. So let me place one button here. Button, rep content. I want text, which is click. I want ID of this button. So ID of this button is btn. Fine. So now you can see here we have 3 radio buttons and 1 button. So now what I want, when user will click on any of the radio button, when user will select any of the radio button, based on the button click, I want to create a toast message which should display the particular label. Whatever I have written with this radio button, that thing should be displayed as a toast message. Is it clear so far? Any doubt in XML file? Yes? Any doubt in XML file? We have placed 3 buttons, 3 radio buttons and 1 button.
No doubt, sir.
Yeah. So now what we will do, we will go to the Java file and we will try to find the IDs of all the components, and then we'll implement the click event of button, and then we will place the appropriate logic. That's it. Yeah, so can anyone help me to write the logic here? Anyone? Yes. What should I do here? What should I write here now? No one? What should I write in the Java file? This is what I'm asking.
सर पहले तो बटन की प्रॉपर्टी को इंपोर्ट करेंगे.
Yes, so we need to find the IDs of all the components. So we have 3 radio buttons. So let me just create the object of radio button. And let's say RB1, or let me give the name itself, red, green, and let's say blue. Similarly, I have one button. So we can go with button also. Let's say button and click. Now here we can find the IDs of all 4 components. Red equal to find view by ID r dot id dot it was rb red. Similarly, green equal to find view by ID r dot id dot it's rb green, and blue equal to find view by ID r dot id dot it's rb blue. And similarly, you can find an ID of this button as well, which is click. Find view by ID r dot id dot it's btn. So now, can anyone tell me, after finding the IDs of all the components, what should I do now?
बटन
What
पर
should I
यूनिट करेंगे.
ऑन
correct?
क्लिक मेथड.
Yes, we need to implement click event of button, so that we can do using click dot something, click dot set on click listener, new view dot on click listener. So that's it. We have created click event of this button. Now whatever logic you want to perform, that you need to write inside this on click method. And so can anyone tell me how to write the logic? What kind of logic I should place here? Anyone? So now after all, we are going to select any of the radio button. Fine. So that we will have to figure out which radio button is selected. So for that, there must be certain methods inside this radio button class, and that we will have to identify. Let us see. So if I say if I have clicked on button and now I'm going to check which radio button is selected. So if red dot, let me see if there is any method is checked or something is selected is the method. If red dot is selected, then I want to do something. What I want to create a toast message where what I can display that red is selected. Manually also you can give the message, and if you want to get it from the radio button, then you can do like this. You have object of that radio button red dot you can see get text is there, and then you can append your string like this is selected, something like this. Is it fine what I'm doing here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Or else you can go with one more. Let's say green is selected. If green is selected, then also I want to display a toast message where I can give this one green dot get text. Then I can add the user defined string is selected, something like this. Or if the last one, which is blue is selected, then also I want to create one toast message. Here I can write blue is blue dot get text, selected. That's it. So now we have placed the logic also. Now let us see when I execute this application. Let's see whether it gives radio buttons and whether we are getting this text or not. So let me just connect my mobile and let's install this application in the mobile to see what exactly it is doing. And see if you can place all the radio buttons inside the radio group, then you can reduce this logic. In that case, we can simply get the ID of radio buttons. That also we are going to discuss. Like if we place here, let's say there are 3 buttons only. But what if we have let's say 8 to 10 buttons? So in that case, it is really going to be difficult for us that we need to place all 8 to 10 conditions. And so as we know, at the same time, only one radio button can be selected. So we can get the idea of that selected radio button and we can display the things. That also we are going to discuss. Just after this, I will show you how you can place radio buttons inside radio group. Yeah, so now the application is getting installed. We'll have to wait till that time. Meanwhile, you can just go through this logic and let me know if you have any difficulties in this. If you are not getting anything,
No,
then tell me. Okay, great. Yeah, so now application is about to install. Oh my god, I just forgot to install it. So now let me install it. And you can see there are 3 radio buttons with 1 button. Let me select the red one and let's click on this button. But I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting toast message. And at the same time, you can see I'm getting all 3 buttons selected. Yeah, so can anyone tell me why I'm getting this problem?
इस सिलेक्टेड मेथड का यूज दूसरा होगा शायद, हम जो समझ रहे हैं वो नहीं।
Yes, correct. Let us see. Do we have any other method? Is checked, because even I don't know which method is correct, because I have never used radio buttons individually. I've always used in a radio group only. But still, let me try. I hope it should work. Yes, now let me select red. Let's click on this, and you can see I'm getting red is selected. So now it is working. Similarly, let me select on green. Let's click. See, still I'm getting red is selected. Why? Because when it goes to this on-click method, for the first time only it will get this condition true. If red is checked, condition is true, so it will give red is selected. You can see here.
सर तो अगर आप रेड को अनचेक करोगे तो फिर ग्रीन आएगा.
Yes, but I cannot uncheck red. This is the limitation of radio button. Once it is checked, I cannot uncheck it. See, I am trying to do it, but I am not able to do it. And if it is checkbox, then you can do check and uncheck. But if it is radio button, then you can just check only. You cannot uncheck it. So here you can see I am getting both the things. Red is selected, then green is selected. Similarly, if I click on blue, and now let me click on this button. See, red is selected, green is selected, and blue is selected. Fine. So if you place radio buttons individually, then you cannot have control on the radio button. This is one of the very big limitations. User can select all the radio buttons. It's up to user. But if it is in radio group, then at the same time you can select only one. That is why mostly people are placing the radio buttons in the radio group, so that user can select only one radio button at the same time. Are you getting me?
Yes sir.
Yeah. So if you place all the radio buttons individually, then this is the limitation. Yeah, you can work with radio buttons, but in that case you cannot have control on all the radio buttons. So it is always better that you place all the radio buttons in radio group. So now let us see how to do that. So for that, what I can do here, I can specify one radio group here. The tag is radio group, where I can give the necessary properties. Width and height I have given. Similarly, I can give ID also for the radio group. So let me give ID RG. Yeah, that's it. And now see here, I don't want to complete this radio group inside which I want to place all three buttons. So I'll cut this. So now this is what radio group I have created, inside which I have placed one button, second button, third button, and here outside I can complete the radio group. See what I have done. I have created radio group. Inside the radio group I have placed three buttons, three radio buttons. Are you getting me what I have done?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you can see here now you can see the border also. Now this indicates that all three radio buttons are part of this radio group. All three radio buttons are placed inside the radio group only. So now let us see how to modify the logic. See in the Java file, the way we have got IDs of radio buttons and buttons. Similarly, we need ID of radio group as well. So I can create an object of radio group. Radio group, let's say RG, or let's say radio group. Then let me find the ID of that radio group. Radio group equal to find view by ID r dot id dot it was RG. Yeah. So we have got ID of radio button and radio groups, and one button is also there. So we have got IDs of all the controls, all the components. So now what we can do, there is one inbuilt method inside radio group using which you can get the ID of checked radio button. So here you don't need to specify the individual conditions. You don't need to write individual conditions for all the radio buttons. Rather, what you can do, you can simply find the ID of checked radio button, and you can store that ID in an integer value, and you will get only two values, -1 and 1. If it is -1, it means you have not selected anything, or else whatever you have selected, you will be able to get the ID of that button. So what we can do, simply I can store the value in one variable. Let's say integer n equal to, I have the object of radio group, which is radio group. What I can do, radio group dot, and see there are many methods. The method which I am talking about is this one, get checked radio button ID. Get checked radio button ID. So whatever radio button is selected, I will get the ID of that radio button. if I will not select anything, then by default this n will have -1. So if it is -1, we can say we have not selected anything. But other than -1, whatever value you will get, it means you have selected any radio button. So now what you can do, you can simply put two conditions. If let's say n equal -1, it means you have not selected anything. Then you can simply display toast message like please select anything. Or else what I want, again I want one toast message, and here what I want, whatever radio button is selected, I want to get the text. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so can anyone tell me now what should I write here? How can I come to know which radio button is selected? Out of 3 radio buttons, anyone can be selected. So how to make sure that I have selected specific radio button? This is what I am asking.
सर n तो नहीं आएगा ना?
Sorry?
n integer n तो नहीं आ सकता ना?
Integer n? No, because n is having an integer value only.
रेडियो बटन में ऐसा कुछ होगा रेडियो ग्रुप में कि आपके रेडियो ग्रुप के आईडी के ऊपर से हमको पता चल सकता है कि ये रेडियो बटन सिलेक्ट हुआ है?
Yeah, so let me go with radio group dot something. Inside radio group we have these many methods. But based on radio group, we cannot do anything. We need to find the ID of individual radio button. Fine. So one very important thing here is see what you can do. See, we have created 3 objects of radio buttons. Then we have got the IDs of all 3. Fine. So here what we can do, simply what we can do, instead of creating 3 objects of radio button, let me just show you how you can do it. Let me go with a radio button. Yeah. So what I have done, I have created an object of radio button. This is not defined in XML file. In XML file, we don't have any such IDs. But what we will do, based on the ID which we are getting, we will try to find the object. So here what I have done, I have created object of radio button like this, radio button, and then radio button is the object. So now what I will do here, once I will get the ID of the radio button in n, what I can do, I can store this in this radio button. Radio button equal to find view by ID, and then I can simply give the value which is n. So what I'm doing, for example, let's say I'm getting 1. 1 means I'm selecting the first radio button. So that radio button I will get here in the radio button itself. And whatever radio button is there, I can simply get the text like this, radio button dot get text. Now for example, if I am selecting the second radio button, then in my case the ID would be 2. So find view by ID 2, it means from radio group it will find the second radio button. The object will be stored here, and whatever text is written there, you will get it. So you don't need to find the ID of all 3 radio buttons also. Are you getting me? If radio buttons are part of radio group, you just need to find the ID of radio group. That's it. Based on the radio group, just try to check which radio button is selected. Based on that, you will get the specific index. Whatever index you will get, that you can pass here to find the radio button. So it's a kind of dynamic thing. You don't need to go with all 3 radio buttons, or let's say if you have 10 radio buttons, then you don't need to find the IDs of all 10 radio buttons. Based on this method only, you will get the index. Whatever index is there, accordingly, it will find the radio button and then it will give the text. Are you getting this? Yes, any doubt?
No, sir.
No.
Yeah, so let me run this application. Yeah, now let me select red. Now you can see as soon as I select any different radio button, the first gets unchecked. You can see it. At the same time, now I cannot select multiple radio buttons. Earlier I was able to do it because in that case I have placed all radio buttons individually. That is not the ideal way. Now I have placed all 3 radio buttons inside radio group. So at the same time I can select only one radio button. Now let me click on this button and you can see I'm getting red. Similarly, if I click on this green, let's click on this one and you can see I'm getting green. Similarly blue, and I can get blue. So it is always advisable that whenever you want to implement radio buttons in your application, then it is always advisable that place all the radio buttons inside radio group so that user cannot select multiple radio buttons, and overall you will have the entire control on the radio buttons, and even the logic will also be reduced. You can see you don't need to find the IDs of all 3 components. You don't need to play with the events of individual radio buttons. Simply you can you can use this method get check radio button ID, which will give the index, and then you can simply print here. And let me just print the value of n so that you can get an idea. I think I need to convert this into string, or let's say string dot value of n. Yeah. There is an error. No, we don't have any error. See, now let me select on red, click, see unique ID I'm getting. And so for explanation I was saying that 1, 2, 3, but whatever unique ID is there, it will get it. See here, if I click on green, then this ID will be different. The way we are finding the IDs from the XML file, earlier also I was saying that you will have different or unique ID for each component. So whatever ID is there, accordingly it will get the radio button. You can see every time for each control the ID is different, and I'm getting that ID. And so you don't need to find ID of all the radio buttons manually. This method will do it. It will do it for you, and whatever ID is there, accordingly it can display the text. So if I write radio button dot get text, so let's say I'm having unique ID, and now I want text which is on that unique ID. So using this radio button dot get text, I can do it. Any doubts so far? This is how you can deal with radio buttons in your applications. Let me know if you have any doubt.